This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers. Today in this video we will discuss tab function, a built-in function in GW Basic Programming Language. So let's start. Tab function is used for screen designing. It is used to skip a specified number of spaces in a print or lprint statements on the screen if the current print position is already beyond space X. Tab goes to given position on the next line. Space 0 is the leftmost position. Now we'll discuss the syntax. The syntax is tab X, where X is an argument enclosed in the parenthesis. So we'll type where X is a number value which is rounded to an integer and must be within the range of 1 to 255. So there's a note we must discuss, and that is that SPC function can only be used with tab function can only be used with print, lprint, and print hash statements. I will discuss an example and then we'll execute a program in the IDE, and the example is on line 10 we will type for x equal to 1 to 60. Step 3, line 20, print tab X semicolon X. Line 30, print tab X semicolon. I'll type USA 40 next X. Line number 50 and the end. Now we will execute the same program in the IDE. So let's switch to the IDE. So here we are, viewers, we are in the IDE of GW Basic Programming Language. We have written line 10 for x equal to 1 to 10. The loop will be executed from 1 to 10. 1 is the initial value assigned to variable x, and 60 is the final value. Line number 20, we will type print. Now we'll mention the step value, step 3, increment of 3 will be added. Print tab x semicolon x. Line number 30, we will type print tab x double quotes USA. Line number 40, we will type next x, and then line number 50 we will type ENDN. We will execute this program. We will press the F2 key, so you can see that from 1 till 10 we can see the value USA, USA and USA. So this is how the loop is executed. We press the list command. Since you can see, we can edit line number 10 and we will add this value, edit 10, and here we will type final value as 60 and then add step 3. Now we will see the list. Now you can see there's a changes added to this program, and now again type the list command, and then you can see that now the initial value is 1, the final value is 16, there is an increment of 3, step 3. We press the F2 key, so you can see that there was an increment of 3 and the value is repeated from 1 till 60, but you can see that after 28 you can see 31 because there is an increment of 3, and then 3 added to 31 makes 34, 34 add 3 equal to 37, 37 plus 3 equal to 40, and there is an increment of 3. You can see easily, and the value which we wanted to print out on the screen was USA. So with the help of the tab you can do designing on the screen using this language. But since the last value was 60, so 58 plus 3 makes 61, so the last value cannot be seen on the screen because it exceeds the value of the final value assigned to the variable x. So we can see the final value is 58 right over here. Now we will discuss this in the text area. We will discuss this program, and I will interpret the whole execution line by line to you guys. So let's switch to the text area. So viewers, now I'm gonna interpret this program line by line on line 10. You have used for loop with variable named x, initial value 1 and final value 60 with an increment of 3. On line 20, print statement is used with tab function, which means there will be tab added before printing the value stored in variable x, which contains starting value 1 till final value 60. On line 30, print statement is used, which will use the tab function with variable named x, for which for loop has been used, and will print the name USA, name of the country USA, on the screen till the final value reaches 60. On line 40, next statement is used to end the loop execution. On line 50, end statement is used to represent the ending, closing of the program, which is a non-executable statement. So you can see that the output on the screen is like it started from the initial value. Once since there are so many values, so we can't see the whole number of values starting from 1 till 60, so we can see only the last few lines on the screen because it requires space of the screen, so we can see the last values. But from here we can have an idea that how the values are incremented from with an increment of 3, because we can see right after 40 there is a 43 value 43, and then 43 after 43 you can see 46, and after that we can see 49, 52, 55 till 58, but we cannot see the 61 because the final value assigned to the variable x was 60, so the 61 value cannot be printed on the screen. And with all these values you can see the country name USA as well. So we actually wanted to show the number values from 1 till 60 within an increment of 3, and the name of the country as well printed on the screen. So you can see that all these can be seen like a design on the screen. The next program which we will discuss as an example today is also about the tab function. So it's a different tab function we're gonna discuss today. So I'm gonna first write down the example, then I will show you how this program is executed. So this can be the example number 2. The first one was the example number 1, so I will write example 1 then example 2. So this was the program 1, and then the other one will be the program 2. Program is, so here we will type the program. So we will switch to the IDE. So here we will write down the program. The next example is we will first write the CLS on the screen, then we will type line number 20 and then type read $, string variables $, $C, $D, it's a numeric variable D, E, and F, 3 string variables and 3 numeric variables. Line number 30 we will type data Ronaldo, Messi, Percy, 400, 390, 380. On line number 40 we will type print $, scores, tab 20, semicolon D, semicolon goals. Likewise on line number 50 we will type print $, scores, tab 20, semicolon E, semicolon goals. Line number 60 we will type print $C, scores, tab 20, semicolon F, semicolon goals, closed in parentheses. Whatever we wanted to display on the screen will be should be enclosed in double quotes used with the print statement. On line 70 we will type END to end this program. So now we will execute this program. We'll press the F2 key like this. So you can see that here there are the names of the players with their scores, but since we can see that there is no space between the scores and the name of the players, so now we'll list this program and we'll see that why this cannot be seen on the, since we did not give a space right over here, so we can edit line number 40 and then we can type scores like this. Scores tab 20 semicolon D semicolon goals, like edit 50, you can type, but before as you can give a space so that we can see a space between the name of the player and the scores. So we can type scores space tab 20 semicolon E semicolon goals, goals in parentheses, line number, now we'll edit the program, line number 60. We will type again by giving a space after the double quotes. We'll type scores space tab 20 semicolon F semicolon goals and close in parentheses. Now we'll list this program and we can see that now the changes have been made. Now we'll press the F2 key. Now you can see name of the player with the scores, like Ronaldo scores is 400 goals, Messi scores 390 goals, and Percy scores 380 goals. Now we will discuss this program with its output on the text area. So let's switch to the text area, where we will discuss the program's interpretation line by line. Now we'll interpret this program on line 10. CLS command is used to clear the contents of the screen. On line 20, read statement is used with 3 string variables and 3 numeric variables, and the 3 string variables are $, $, and $. 3 numeric variables are D, E, and F. Line 30, data statement is used, which will skip line 40, and data statement is used. Okay, so read statement is used with 3 string variables and 3 numeric variables, which will skip line, so there are no more lines, so which will find data statement on line 30 and then start reading and then storing values used with data statement respectively, like Ronaldo will be stored in string variable $, whereas the last value 380 will be stored in numeric variable F. On line 30, data statement is used with string constant, 3 string constant and 3 numeric constants. Line 40, 50 and 60 is used to display now the values, the characters and values stored in string variables and numeric variables, as well as the text enclosed in parentheses, enclosed in double quotes on the screen. Keep it in your mind that semicolon symbol, this is used to give spaces used with print statement. So after executing this program, viewers, we have noticed the output like this, and you can see very well easily that this is the output, this is the name of the player, and the scores was enclosed in double quotes, and the goals was also enclosed in double quotes. So goals and scores can be seen as it is on the screen, whereas the values stored in the string variables and numeric variables are now, which were stored in by using read and data statement, can be seen on the screen. So the 400 was stored in variable D, numeric variable, 390 was stored in variable E, and 380 was stored in variable F, correspond respectively. Ronaldo was stored in $, Messi was stored in $B, and Percy was stored in $C. So that's all. Thanks for watching. We have discussed the tab function in 2 different programs, execution, and discussed the interpretation as well for better understanding and knowledge. That's all. Thanks for watching.